Let's just go hunting. They're socializing, but there's nobody in there. Well, I suppose they have a baby with them, so... yeah, I guess they're socializing with their baby. Alright. It's fair enough. Yeah, I would quite like some other chests, but... I see, like, the value of this place. I need a tavern keeper, don't I? Brewer. Would that be wise? They might spend too much time dispensing drinks other than... instead of making them. What about a waxworker? It should be somebody with good social skills, I suppose. Peasant, you're in the military. A lye maker. Well, whatever. We'll just make this brewer here our tavern keeper. Oh, we can have 2 tavern keepers. Possibly more. Okay, we'll get this brewer in there as well. Alright. Couple of tavern keepers. We can also have lots of performers as well. It's going to be very difficult to find them without... keep shooting this giant ball like, I must withdraw! But yeah, without Dwarf Therapist to sort skills, it's going to be difficult to find someone who's great at entertaining. Great reader. Great logician. Yeah, so I mean they would be good for studying stuff. Ah, there's one of my artists. So down here in... oh, what are they doing? They're singing. Sweet. What are they singing? Simulate Guskash. So these guys are still hanging out in this meeting hall. Oh, there it is. So I want them to go hang out in my other tavern, honestly. So I'll turn this off meeting hall and see where they go then. Stray dog has been hunted. Got a bunch of hunting dogs. So yeah, they're still just really hanging around in here, aren't they? Let's free the table up. There we go. Well, some of them just left anyway. So, let's make that a meeting hall again. Alright, they've all buggered off now, so they're all going to go up to the tavern, hopefully, which appears to have a giant weasel running around in it. That's not ideal. I should keep tightly closed. I should stop them running in and out of there. Same for that one. Huh. Just realised to get in here you have to walk through someone's bedroom. Oh well. Is seriously nobody gonna be... like, do I need another axe or something? Because I'll make a training axe. Because I did assign somebody to be... oh. The hunting dogs have smelled blood there. There we go. I was about to order my military to kill that giant weasel. But my hunting dogs are after it. Cool. Okay. Please stop getting interrupted. Yeah, this roof is completely built. So, let's see if I have enough rock blocks to finish the floors in here. Gypsum blocks. It looks like they've been busy doing it. So that's good. Gypsum blocks. Lovely piss yellow floors. Well, that way it'll be harder to see the piss on them when they go to bed and wet themselves after drinking our ridiculously strong dwarven ales. There we go. Right. Gotta be careful not to... well, I don't think I can build over those ramps. No, I don't think it'll let me, will it? Nope. Alright, it's nearly done. It's always awkward when you get areas like this where it's all zigzaggy. Right, shale blocks. I think I may just have enough. Shale blocks. Yep. There we go. There's the floor built in there, so I can start putting beds in there. Why'd you ever get artifact beds? That's what you want. So you can put 2 beds in there to start off with, and missed a piece of floor. Shale blocks, there we go. And yeah, I think what you do is you just assign them as a bedroom and then assign it to the tavern, the Glorious Dumpling. This person is reciting poetry. How do I know there's a way of looking at the poem that they're seeing, but I do not know how to do that. Recite poetry. Okay. I mean, nobody has enough time to spend in the tavern anyway. It's a bit silly. Built this massive tavern and everybody's just so busy all the time. Oh man, my FPS is tanked. Look how slow it's going. That's crazy. I wonder what's causing that. Bone bolts has been completed. Maybe it's this cancellation spam. Okay, so it's now summer. You can see our training axe has been completed. Bone bolts, and also someone's finally got around to making a couple of steel short swords. We need 1 more for the actual mandate to be fulfilled. But yeah, as you can see our lovely statue here. It's only worth 4,000 dwarf bucks. But yeah, I should up the value of this place a little bit. Let's check out. Our created wealth is 454,000. It's well on the way to 500,000. We've still got a fair way to go. Right, here's a bed. So let's make this a bedroom. And we can assign this to the Glorious Dumpling. And now if I check out the Glorious Dumpling here, rented rooms available is 1 in brackets. So that's nice. So we got 40 goblets in there. We got 6 instruments. Nice, sweet. So yeah, someone could rent a room now if our tavern keeper turns up at their job. I don't know how it works exactly. What kind of shale table? Is it just gonna say shale table? I want to find out which one of these is the artifact. What? Ah, there it is, all the way over there. So I guess that's like the fancy corner that the fancy people can go sit in. Oh, ranger's been missing for a week. Making masterpiece chips and tables. I think I saw a pile of clothes somewhere. I'm not sure. I don't know. Like, I'll be able to see him before the dwarfs, because I can see their corpse, even if they've not been found yet. I wonder where they would be. Certainly not down in the caverns. Perhaps in their bedroom. Perhaps drained of blood, maybe? I don't see any corpses down here. What's that chair for in there? It's just a... Why did I make that? That's an office for someone. I don't know. I just made a random office somewhere. Why are they eating down there? You got like an amazing dining room and this beautiful rustic tavern. I like how to get in the eastern part sometimes they're going over the roof completely and going in through the door. I suppose that's the most efficient route. It must be. There we go. Let's have another bed. I think I'll build one over here. There we go. Yeah, this place is looking alright. I'm reasonably happy with this. At some point I will start building up the second layer. I might even make it out of some strange materials like zinc bars or something, because we do have a lot of zinc. Possibly more than iron, actually. I've made loads of steel bars. I made 8 of them. What have you been making? Ah, they've been making some of the armor. Okay. But yeah, look at all this sphalerite lying around. Speaking of which, let's get a stone stockpile here. Right, and change the settings. Whoops. Forbid economic, forbid other stone, and forbid clay. Just metal ores, nothing else. And wheelbarrows 3. So hopefully, yeah, they're trying to make greaves and stuff. Like, I've put this on top as the highest priority. And they won't have it. That's not going to happen. So should have no idlers at the moment. I wonder. I can get all of these stones dumped out of the way. They'll get out of the way eventually, though. Somebody will use them. Bookkeeper is taken by a Fey mood. Well, I've been recording for a few hours here, honestly. I'm going to take a break. And next time, or possibly still this time, depending on how I edit it, we'll find out what the bookkeeper makes. What skills do they have? We can get a clue before we go. Competent dancer. This guy needs to be a performer. Yeah, look at that. All those instrument skills. Alright, we're gonna make him just before I finish. So why you end up playing for hours? There's so much to do. Bookkeeper. You're now a performer. Well done. Olon Bothan. Next time we'll see what they make. See you later. Welcome back. Let us see what workshop this crazy bookkeeper decides to claim. That's a blistering frame rate. Yeah, things have slowed down a bit. I think it's because there's so much blood everywhere. That's probably it. Yeah, alright, let's just not stare at them then. So we got 2 bedrooms in here so far. There's a bed on the roof. Why is there a bed on the roof? What? Someone's just left it there, I guess. I'm sure they'll build it in the right place. Anyway, they claimed the leatherworks. This is interesting because let's see. Adequate tanner, that's probably why. Talented leather worker. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. But I have seen dwarves that didn't have moodable skills not claim Craft Dwarf Workshop. I just wonder if he's changed it recently or something. It would seem to be the case. So there's some more tables built. I finally started using that gypsum. Which reminds me, I need to tell him to use it again, apparently. It seems to be every time you load up the game, it resets all of the stone permissions. Well, okay, it's fine this time. That's fair enough. Did they ever get around to populating this ore stockpile? Well, we've put a wheelbarrow on it, so we're well underway for filling that up. What have we got running around? I'm just wondering why the game has slowed down quite so much. We got a crundle there. In fact, that's 2 crundles. that are just clinging onto the side of this wall. Like over here. What are they doing? They're just hanging on the wall. I don't have the game paused. Alright, if that's what you want to do. That's none of my business. Just chilling out on the wall. It's crazy. So I don't have anything not pastured here. I got a puppy. Who... must have been one that came in a migrant way. I was just wondering who adopted a puppy. And they should not have been designated for adoption. I think we finally started whittling down these bags. There's a little bit of a gap. Yeah. There's not that many there now. That's nice. Our bookkeeper has begun their mysterious construction. They grabbed some giant weasel leather, some dog leather, some fire opals, larch logs, silver bars. You fucker. Some shale blocks, limonite. Those are the only silver bars in the fort, by the way. In case anybody didn't know that. So thanks. I still haven't built that. I'd quite like it if you would. It needs architecture. I need a bar stockpile as well, I think. Because my smelter's getting cluttered. What is in there, though? Right. Oh shit. There's like 50,000 iron bars in there. Maybe I should use them, but I really want... Right. Let's push pig iron bars above steel bars, because it seems to be causing a problem. They're not in the right order. A human caravan has arrived from Gil and Gyra. I don't know what that means. Does it say in here? The Union of Fury. Wow. Goblins are called the Old Plague. Terror and Vengeance. Okay, I only have a master. A quagmire brute administrator. Okay. That's their only nobility. What about the humans? Yep, just general... A lie maker rose to war leader. Interesting. And the elves. Druids and queens. Yep. What about our... Oh god. Yeah, dwarves like their nobility, obviously. Do we have a queen? I don't see a queen there. Or a king. Oh, I see. Yeah. There's a few of them, like. We got a king. Not a vampire, though, by the looks of things. I don't know, maybe one day we'll become the mountain home. I don't know what's up in my throat today. Let's go ahead and get some trade goods in here. I don't know if I've made anything. Yes, prepared meals. So if we look into tools, should see all my pots. There we go. Spilled beer. I think that's a real thing, actually. Plant pots, blah blah blah. Jesus. It would be nice if there was a section for prepared meals. Wheelbarrow. Right, I could sell these keggle instruments, because, what's in here? Lots of stolen stuff, I think. Yeah. Or at least stuff that wasn't made here. Where are the prepared meals then, if they're not on the tools where all the pots are? I mean, I guess they must be in barrels. That would make sense. Because barrels and pots are so different, they need to be in two different... meat barrel. Prepared food. So, this one right here, got a garlic bulb roast. That's 220 dwarf bucks. Prepared giant flying squirrel lung roast. Wow, what's that? Just minced giant flying squirrel offal. It's haggis. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I'm glad I didn't record that sneeze. That was That was a Force 7 hurricane sneeze. Yeah, so move that there. That's gonna bring in a lot of stuff. What else? Is that it for the prepared food? Oh no, I have this one. Celery roast. Roast celery. Yep, more giant flying squirrel. Dingo lung. How lovely. What else? Wolf liver. We've got some more celery. Some more giant flying squirrel. Yep, we don't have much variety here. Two-legged rhino lizard blood. Dude. No, I don't want to dump the barrel. I want to dump this blood, because that's just disgusting. I must have accidentally stole that from the elves, so oops. Let's request a trader. By the time they move the goods here, somebody will have gotten off their backsides and decided to trade. But as you can see, it's running a bit slow, so I'll have to wait a minute. While we wait for the caravan to make an appearance. Right, you're coming down here with wheelbarrows to pick up all of this ore, I guess. Can I check what's in the wheelbarrow? Like, what about K? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's got some sphalerite in it. Sadly, they can only collect one, I guess.